After my delivery in Missouri, I was now heading to Wickliffe, Kentucky for a pickup, and then delivering in New Tazewell, Tennessee. At least that was the plan. But like I've said before, plans on paper sometimes don't match up with reality. And this was one of those times. Hello everyone, my name is Jay the Gallavantor. I crisscross America's highways and bring you stories raw and unfiltered, straight from the dash cam. I've been doing this for over 10 years now. I hope you enjoy this video, and let's jump right into it. This is me leaving the truck stop where I spent the night. The plan was to hit I-55 southbound, then connect to Highway 60 via Cairo, Illinois, and cross the Ohio River into Wickliffe, Kentucky. I apologize for the fuzzy spots on the video. You can never really clean the windshield to perfection. There's always some bug slime residue. I guess it just adds to the authenticity. Like I said earlier, this was one of those messed up days. I was about to hop on the on-ramp and hit the interstate, and this clip right here is the only bit of footage I managed to collect from the first part of this trip. I was honestly so bummed when I saw the files. The camera had recorded over the earlier footage and then crashed. Again! This next part is the only other segment I was able to recover. It was the next day after the whole camera fiasco. I was going downhill somewhere on Highway 25 eastbound in Tennessee. This section connects I-75 to I-81, and more importantly, I was headed toward a truck stop located in White Pine, Tennessee. So how did I get here, you might ask? Well, things went south pretty fast after picking up the load, and honestly, the dashcam malfunction was the least of my worries. I got to the customer's place and spent the night there. It was a Thursday night, and I had a scheduled 7 a.m. delivery the next morning. Being a Friday, I was hoping to unload, grab another load, and be on my merry way, maybe even squeeze in a decent weekend. Let's just say that didn't happen. There was some miscommunication between the involved parties, and turns out the customer doesn't open on Fridays, and that little detail wasn't passed on to me or dispatch, so it was decided I'd have to bring the load back on Monday. So this part of the video is me pissed off leaving Tazewell, Tennessee and heading to White Pine, about 40 miles away. I wasn't about to spend the weekend cooped up at a tiny truck stop. Hope you enjoy the view. As you can tell, the road is steep and curvy. I mostly use the engine brake to slow down. It helps preserve my service brakes for when I actually need them. My truck's newer, so it's got a muffled Jake brake. You probably can't even tell I'm using it. That helps when it comes to going through areas with noise ordinances. highway has some gorgeous scenery, a tunnel, mountain passes, and more. If you're not in a rush heading down I-75 south from Lexington, Kentucky to Knoxville, Tennessee, this route makes for a great detour. I sometimes take it depending on my destination. You can hop on it at Corbin, Kentucky from I-75, and it'll drop you just north of White Pine, Tennessee, right onto I-81 southbound. From there, just head south into Knoxville, Tennessee. That said, don't go breaking traffic laws. Even deep in the mountains, the rules still apply. Speed limits vary along this stretch, so keep an eye on that, and the law enforcers will remind you of that fact. Real quickly, there are plenty of them out here. And hey, if you enjoy this content, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps grow the channel and improves the content I bring to you. Now we're coming up on Cherokee Reservoir. This is a massive reservoir stretching from Jefferson City to at least Mooresburg, Tennessee. It's usually buzzing with activity in the warmer months. I also noticed a bunch of new developments springing up. If that's your thing, this might be worth checking out. Traffic was light here, but don't be fooled. This was around 11 a.m. on a Friday. This area is better developed than most stretches of highway, so it can get busy during rush hour. That said, today's drive was pretty smooth. Over the years, I've noticed that some of these interior highways in Kentucky, Tennessee, and few other states seem to be some of the best maintained highways. Anyways, could be the lack of being used excessively or minimal heavy-duty truck traffic, but let us know in the comments what you think. Coming up is the exit to Morristown, Tennessee, another vibrant town on this highway you might want to check out if you're ever in the area. You know the most awesome and annoying thing? The dashcam finally decided to work. After being a complete disaster the first part of this trip, it held up for this stretch. Go figure. Hopefully you're enjoying the footage as much as I am. This is Witt, Tennessee, a more developed, densely populated area. There are lots of traffic lights, schools, and shopping centers around here. I tend to be more cautious in areas like this. Speed limits vary, and there was also ongoing construction on this stretch leading up to I-81. That part wasn't fun, so I was relieved to finally hit the interstate again. Finally, I reached the exit I was going to take. There are 2 truck stops here, one on either side of the interstate, and I've got a rule: if I can access both and have a choice, I always go right, unless I absolutely have to go left. In this case, still went right even when I'm northbound. I sometimes do, because this one's got more space to maneuver and better cell reception. I was spoiled for choice. There were tons of spots available since it was still early in the day, so I just picked the best one. I was going to be stuck here for the weekend anyway. Might as well make it comfortable. After that dashcam mess that cost me the best footage of the trip, I was bummed. But that weekend, I made it a mission to fix everything and upgrade my setup so I could start delivering better content. And at minimum, I did exactly that. Things started improving from the next video onward. If you enjoy this kind of content, please like, share, and comment. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss future uploads. You can check out the next video in the top right corner, stick around and see how this whole saga plays out. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.